Okay, then moving on to our next team, the team which has been consistently doing well throughout the IPL in the last 4 to 5 years is Sunrisers Hyderabad. So Shane, what do you think this time should be David Warner's approach, and SRH's approach?
So actually about Sunrisers, the first thing that comes to mind is for me, beyond so many other dilemmas that you could have with regard to that team is you have David Warner and you have Kane Williamson. Okay, who leads the team? Kane Williamson is a very able captain. David Warner is a very able captain. They're both overseas players. They're both batsmen. Okay. Now, if one plays, one definitely has to sit down. Yeah. Both. There's no place for two of them to play. Okay. And they had this dilemma last season. So you know who they dropped? They dropped Bairstow. Okay. Bairstow did nothing wrong. Okay. But then they had to drop Bairstow. And then because Bairstow is a keeper, they had to bring Saha in. And that works differently. They have so many overseas players and just 4 slots, So what do you do in a situation like that? Like they have too many solutions. They have a good headache actually, They have too many solutions for the same problem.
But what I want to ask Sheldon is that would you still make that big change, Sheldon? David Warner's done so well over the past 4-5 years for SRH. And like Shane mentioned, absolutely right. That's the thing they had even last year. The issue last year was Williamson and Warner both can't play. Because you've got Williamson, Bairstow and David Warner.
Yeah, that's a crazy dilemma. I think another thing that added to that dilemma was the form of Holder last season.
Exactly.
Holder's form made him undroppable, basically. He just came in
and he's a captain too.
Yeah, he's a captain as well, like Shane's saying. So you have three or four captains there. But the one thing I'd say is they would never take the captaincy off David Warner, I feel, because of what he's done for the club. He's been there the longest. He's the highest run scorer as well. He's won them IPL trophies as well. So for me, I wouldn't take the captaincy off Warner, although you have great replacements in Williamson and Holder. So yeah, I'd stick with Warner. For me, the dilemma is between Bairstow and Williamson. It just depends on what they want, whether they want someone hard to go with Warner or they want Williamson in there. I think what they do need though is an extra Indian batsman, as Shane said. They definitely need an Indian backup batsman. And I was looking at the auction and who's really there to come in? I mean, Kedar Jadhav probably, but he didn't have the best of seasons last year. Yeah, I think Vihari is there in the auction as well. But I see him more as a test player than a T20 player.
Players like Manish Pandey who can stick around. And we've seen in previous season against RCB, they literally threw a game away in the beginning when Warner got out. Warner and Bairstow got out.
Oh yeah,
they were going so well.
That was
and they threw the game, dude.
I think that's the game that showed them why they need Kane Williamson, because that was a chase where he would just set it up perfectly.
Exactly.
But the problem for Hyderabad is when you play Williamson, you can't chase that big of a score. That's why when you play Bairstow, you're more able to chase a bigger score, I feel, if Bairstow gets going. So that's the one dilemma for them.
One more thing to mention is that once their top order leaves, they are such a soft core, Abdul Samad and all these guys just come in and they don't know what to do. Yeah. Once you get to that middle order of SRH, you've won the game.
Yeah, but a lot this year will depend on Manish Pandey. I think he needs to really, go in there and show why he's there in that team. And let's hope that SRH, continue their good run this year as well. They've been an excellent IPL team, and hopefully David Warner can do well this year as well.